Well, right now people are salvaging what they can after a deadly EF3 tornado rips through Lincoln County. This is the hardest hit area in Tennessee from last night's storms. We are continuing our live team coverage as people try to battle back from flash flooding across the mid-state, and also certainly keep an eye on the weather ahead as we go into Wednesday. Well, I want to take you back here. We're at South Lincoln Elementary. If you look right here, large chunk of the roof, huge piece of sheet metal just broken right off and thrown right here on the ground. Folks here who were sheltering inside of this school were incredibly lucky. They were here as late as 30 minutes before the tornado hit. Here's why they left. They thought the storm was over. You see the main lobbies fallen in, the roof ripped away, all the windows and doors blown out. But less than a half hour before that tornado hit, they all left.
South Lincoln School was used as a storm shelter. Approximately 30 to 45 minutes prior to this storm hitting, they deemed that it was okay to go home, and they all left and locked the school up. It was cleared approximately 30 minutes prior to this storm hitting it.
That is just unreal. Imagine if all of those families, parents and children, were still in this building when that tornado hit 30 minutes later. Unbelievable. Well, there will be no school in Lincoln County tomorrow, not just here at South Lincoln Elementary, but at all Lincoln County schools. There are widespread power outages, and at this point, we don't know when the electricity will be turned back on. Now, once the school system does reopen and school resumes at other schools here in Lincoln County, that won't be the case here. Obviously, this building badly damaged. I've talked to crews who are here working even tonight. They tell me the majority of it will probably have to be torn down, and they'll have to start from scratch. So what they're going to do, or at least what they're looking at right now, a tentative plan, is these students who go to South Lincoln Elementary could possibly finish out their school year with just a few weeks left to go in Flintville. Flintville students would go about half a day, and then these students would occupy the other half of the day, all in one school. So getting that childhood lesson of learning how to share, shall we say. Let me bring in my colleague, Fox 17's John Dunn. John, you were on the ground here last night when this storm rolled through, and I know that you had to shelter in place with about 40 other people at a church.
Yeah, that's right. It was really nervous for all of us because we knew the storm was coming, so we just kind of hunkered down inside this church. A lot of kids and families, much like there were here at the school about a half hour before the tornado hit. And I just want to take you and show you this bus right here. We showed you the bus a little earlier. You can just see how close it came to hitting the wall of this school. In fact, we're told it was blown about 75 yards to where it ended up. A lot of really sad folks here in Lincoln County today, too, knowing that John and Karen Prince lost their lives over on Tipton Road. But really, when you look around, it's amazing that more people weren't seriously hurt or killed. We heard from a number of folks today who sheltered in place as this tornado passed overhead. They all describe how scary it was and how they feared for their lives. 82-year-old Jewel Kuntz was one of them. She and 6 members of her family all huddled under her kitchen table during the storm. She remembers holding her granddaughter tightly and praying.
Well, the granddaughter up there, she had her a blanket. She's Granny, you're squeezing. I said, honey, I gotta save you. Gotta save you.
Everyone from that family survived, but the house was very badly damaged. 3 other neighboring homes that the Kuntz family also owns were destroyed. Now, even though so much has been lost out there, Jewel Kuntz and her family still feel grateful tonight just knowing they survived this tornado. The kids here at Lincoln County School, they don't have a school to go to, but it looks like the county is starting to make arrangements to let them finish out their year somewhere else.